प्रसाद साहब, आप जवाब दे रहे थे?
Yeah. Welcome, Mr. Minister. Thank you very much for coming, and it's nice to see you here. I'll just make a very small digression about, I mean, it might seem we are all talking as if it's all started yesterday or today morning. It's really not started yesterday or today morning. It's been going on for too long. But here's a small point I want to make. Mr. Hamid runs Dawn from Karachi, and believe it or not, Mysore is about 160 kilometers from a city called Bangalore. Bangalore is the so-called information technology capital of India. The editor of Dawn in 1947 was the editor of Deccan Herald in Bangalore in 1948. The editor of Dawn in Karachi, which was Pothan Joseph, was the editor of the Deccan Herald when it was founded in Bangalore in 1948. That's the kind of thing we are talking about. The minister is here, and this is a very good occasion for both the APNS and for the South Asia Media Summit to talk of some key issues. I mean, we have been talking, Mr. Minister, for some time now as to what is it that we in the media can do to resolve or contribute to resolving the issues that confront India and Pakistan. And it's my firm belief that we need to take it beyond the narrow framework in which we have framed this issue. I believe, for example, I think, as someone rightly said in the audience, is it time for a South Asian journalism school? Is it time where the APNS and the INS together, probably with some other South Asian nations, start a South Asian journalism school if one does not exist? I'm presuming one does not exist. Is it time for something like that? In India, we all have exchange programs with Japan and America and UK and so on and so forth. Is it possible, Mr. Minister, whether we could have an exchange program where journalists from Indian organizations come and work here and vice versa? Is it possible? We have been hearing, as should be heard in a gathering like this, we've been hearing of what kind of partnerships we can evolve between newspapers on the marketing front, on the circulation front, what examples we can pick up from the Times of India or the Hindustan Times or NDTV. Those are good things to talk about, but what is it that we can do at the journalistic level? I mean, if you're looking at resolving issues, if you're looking at reducing the temper, if you're looking at reducing the hatred and the jingoism, a good step would be for allowing journalists on either side of the border to kind of come across and feel and see and hear for themselves what's happening. So on top of a journalism school, is it a good time for the governments of our two countries to talk of exchange programs? Is it a good time for APNS and INS to talk of an exchange program? Is it possible, like we spoke of the Dawn and Deccan Herald, is it possible that our newspapers and magazines can evolve some kind of a partnership which goes beyond what is existing at this point of time? We will be a very dangerous society if the only touch we have with each other is through Bollywood. Bollywood is great, Shah Rukh Khan is great, Salman Khan is great, but that's not India, that's not reality. You need to take this issue beyond celebrities into real people. That's my simple point.
कमर जमान कायरा साहब के बेनिफिट के लिए कि ये जो सवाल जवाब हो रहा है, this is on the role of the media in conflict resolution between India and Pakistan.
So I think
I'd like to warn my Indian friends that Mr. Kaira is seemingly a very humble-looking, simple kind of person. He's one of the shrewdest politicians, one of the most capable politicians we have in Pakistan, and they should field him very firmly, because he can and will make a change with the kind of reasoning they have with him. We do have an opportunity with Mr. Kaira here.
जी sure.
Wonderful. And without much further ado, I will now request the Minister for Information and Broadcasting, Government of Pakistan, to address this summit, talking on bridging media parity across borders, a promise of solidarity to forge despite the boundaries. Well, before he became the Minister for Information here, he had pioneered many articles on political philosophy, at the same time raised voice for the democracy in the country. Mr. Qamar Zaman Kaira, we are eagerly waiting to hear from you.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. सरमद अली साहब, अहदेदारान APNS और यकीनन मेरे इनडायरेक्टली उस्ताद, डायरेक्टली नहीं पढ़ा मैंने, सीखा इनसे बहुत है, इसलिए मैं उस्ताद समझता हूं. It's a great opportunity for me. Really, I'm very thankful to APNS, to Mr. Sarmad Ali and his colleagues for holding this very, very important conference and summit over here in Islamabad, and especially inviting me. And I'm very sorry to be late because I was there in other summit. So when you go somewhere, then it's up to the hosts what they do with you. Sometimes they become ghosts. So it's a very important seminar and summit, ladies and gentlemen. Yesterday I came here with the Prime Minister. I had some opportunity to listen the view, and you had the opportunity to listen the view of Pakistan government. At this phase, this whole region is passing through a very, very difficult and very important time. Now we have entered in an arena where a single country, isolated country, cannot live and cannot survive. So the dependency on the regional players or in the globe has become more relevant in these days. Pakistan is passing through a difficult time. Yes, we are facing many challenges, of course. When we took over as government in 2008, there were many challenges ahead this government. And we have tried to resolve those challenges or overcome those challenges. We have succeeded in some things. We have started few things, but there are a lot of things which are to be done. This is not the forum that I should explain all those things over here. But the most important thing is the regional cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our firm belief as party and as government. This is our belief that without the regional cooperation, this is impossible, not possible, this is impossible that we can grow and we can develop our societies and we can get rid of all those menaces which we are facing today. Apart from our relations with India and with the region, Pakistan is facing the biggest threat which we are unfortunately being blamed of as well, and that is the terrorism. We always say that Pakistani state doesn't have the opportunity or the possibility to lose this war. We are fighting this war for our future, for our kids, for our country, but for the region, but for the world as well. Ladies and gentlemen, if we lose, I always say that in wars you may lose, you may win. But this is a war which we have to win. We don't have the opportunity to lose or option to lose. Because if we lose, the region will lose, the world will lose. And this is the war of mindset now. This is war of the ideas as well now. Of course, we have overcome huge challenges of the organizational and structural issues. We are being blamed of many things by the world, by the region. But we have overcome many challenges which our state and the region is facing. We have taken space back from the terrorists. We are trying our level best to create a diverse and tolerant societies, acceptable. And my seniors are sitting here, they will bear me out. This country was a very tolerant. It was a very tolerant society. In 70s, there was harmony amongst religions. There was harmony amongst cultures. There was harmony amongst the nationalities. There was harmony amongst these sects. But unfortunately, the late 70s and early 80s development in this region, not in Pakistan, in this region, that changed the fiber of Pakistan, the whole fabric of Pakistan. Ladies and gentlemen, we were used as a base camp. our society was converted from a tolerant to an extremist society. This menace of terrorism was created by the world. Huge investment of hundreds of billions of dollars were poured in, and we created this war machine, which is now being called terrorism and extremism. This is not our indigenous production. And this menace now, we fought with this war machine, we won the war in Afghanistan, Russia went back, the world went back as well. But Pakistani society was facing the aftershoots. Yes, our economy, our society, which was a weak society, which was a weak economy, we were not capable to develop it and then to dismantle it, because you need more power and more strength and more ideological support to dismantle that mindset. When the world went back, this menace and this monster of extremism, which was created intentionally as a war tool, as a war machine, this changed our drama, our film, our society, our curriculum, everything. Now we have to gain back our given space. The seminar which I addressed just half an hour before, over there I raised this question, and I raised this question over here as well. Whether the world came to fight this menace or this monster voluntarily? Yes, Pakistan was facing it. The region and the world came to fight it when this monster struck their mainland. When 9/11 and 7/7 happened. Unfortunately. Yes, in late 70s, this was not our option. We were asked and compelled to cooperate, and we cooperated. And even now, we were asked, yes, you are with us or you are with them. We have no option. I don't blame that government. Yes, we are fighting it. But this society, which was a very beautiful and tolerant society, now it has many problems. When extremism takes place, leave away the terrorism, when the extremism takes place, it doesn't have boundaries, it doesn't have barriers. It flies in the air, it flies across the borders. So negativities, if there are any in India or in Afghanistan or in China, that will have impact in Pakistan, and if anything bad over here will have impact vice versa. Yes. This region cannot be saved from that, or any region cannot be saved from that. But we the Democrats, with the liberal people, we struggled for that, and we are still struggling for that. And I admit over here, ladies and gentlemen, you are here from India, from Sri Lanka, from other countries. We are proud of our journalists, our media people, because they have played a very vital role in that war for the society of Pakistan, for the region. Yes, there is no second opinion that without regional cooperation we cannot survive, and we cannot sustain, and we cannot develop. And we cannot divert our resources for the welfare of the people. But that will take time. Because, as I said, that this extremism and terrorism has become a mindset now. So to fight a mindset, you need more energy, you need more ideological support. At this moment, relations between India and Pakistan are very vital, and we always say, and that is accepted over there in India, and they always say as well, that relations between India and Pakistan has hijacked the relations of SAARC. Unfortunately. So if we have good relations, India and Pakistan develop our relations in a better term, of course rest of the South Asia will be very cordial, and they will come forward. They will benefit from it. This is a hurdle. And unless there is a peace and cooperation between India and Pakistan, the sustainable and longer lasting peace in the region will be difficult. We are aware of it. The Indian side government is aware of it, and we are trying our level best. And there are many forums for that. There are many areas of cooperation for that. 2002, I was elected as member of the parliament, and we created a vehicle with Nirmala Deshpande ji over there in India, and over here we created it. We had many groups. We have visits at the parliamentary level. Then there are many Pakistani groups. There are many organizations, NGOs, formal, informal sector, who are supporting it. But the biggest support is coming and has to come from the media, because you are the real opinion makers. And governments on both the sides, if they know and they believe that we should move forward in a fast track, the hurdle will be the public opinion. The negative public opinion which has evolved in the last 6 decades, that is the hurdle on both the sides. If Indian government wants to move ahead in a fast pace, the barrier is there. That is the public opinion. If government wants to move forward, there is some problem, and there is the public opinion over there. In Sharm el-Sheikh, when both the Prime Ministers met over there, I was there, and I was witnessing that ceremony. We met there, they signed an agreement. Unfortunately, on our side, there were some friends who said this is victory of Pakistan. I said, please don't say this. This is not victory of any state. This is not victory of any government. This is victory of peace. Because if we declare a victory of Pakistan, and that is a wrong direction, if we say it, immediately the reaction from Indian side will force the Indian government to go back. And same over here. If India claims a victory on Pakistan, yes, over there, Indian government will get some benefit, but on Pakistan, the Pakistani government will be compelled to go back. So who can soften this mindset? Who can support us? Who can pave the ways? Who can soften the minds of the people? Who can address the public opinion or create a public opinion for dialogue, for cooperation? That is the media. Of course the governments, of course the political parties, but the pace you have gained now, electronic and the print media, and now the electronic media, and more fast is the social media. Now all forms of media, you are the real force. Yes, both sides, government and society needs your support, and I am very happy that such forums, which is APNS has made this possible, that the summit is happening. We have to, there are other forums as well, of course, who are supporting it. The cooperation of media. Now our newspapers are cooperating, whether we like it or not, but that is a good thing. We have some reservation, I may have some reservation rather, but that's a good thing. On Pakistani side, this is not a blame. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't believe in blames, but the factual thing is, in Pakistan, our sky and our market is open for the Indian media. There is no restriction. Indian channels are being broadcasted here with permission, without permission. When I say without permission, this is a very wrong thing, because the information minister of the government is saying this, but it is happening. This is fact. The channels, cable operators are showing Indian movies, and they are telecasting the Indian channels, some of the Indian channels which don't have the landing rights. But even then we tolerate it. On the other side, unfortunately, till now, Pakistani channels are not allowed. And we have time and again asked the Indian government, please make some space that will help us. Same as our papers and our media people, they are, I don't know a lot. I am handling this ministry, but I am not from the media, so I don't know the media history a lot. Our Pakistani media side, we have a great struggle. Our intellectuals, our elders related to media, they played a pivotal role in all the movements of Pakistan, all the democratic movements of Pakistan, for the rights of the people, for democracy, and for the other struggles. And we recognize that. I assure you that the government, our government, this is our firm belief and resolve that we have to move forward. We have to give freedom to the media. In Pakistan, sometime on the lighter side, sometime a bit sarcastically, I say to the media that Pakistani media is free, rather more free. Because I have not witnessed, I may be wrong, but I have not witnessed the freedom Pakistani media is enjoying. Any media, any country is giving that freedom to their media. And now there is a debate within media. This was our philosophy, that there should be a debate within media, rather than imposing some laws or strict measures by the government. The media should debate itself. And now there is a debate within, that what should be the proper role, how we should control it. That is the right forum. And Pakistani media, electronic media especially, has only 20 or 22 years life, but now the maturity level is becoming more and more good. And I hope so, in the days to come, with the support of the society and the government, our media is working, will work for democracy, for stability in Pakistan. But stability in Pakistan isolatedly cannot be. We believe that a prosperous, peaceful India is very necessary for peaceful and prosperous Pakistan. Unless there is peace in India, it cannot be peace in Pakistan. Unless there is peace in Afghanistan, it cannot be peace in Pakistan. This is a very clear thing. But unfortunately, we are bound by the history, chained by the geography and bound by the history. So there are some difficult and rather we can say a painful history as well. But we have to get rid of that mindset now. We have to move forward, and we are moving in the right direction. I believe that our pace should be right. It should not be that fast that we may not cope up, our society may not cope up. We have to move forward. We have to boost the society. The media has to take lead, but we have to take a pace with which the society can move. If we move, the media moves isolatedly in a faster pace, and the society is not moving in accordance with that, this will not function. This will not give the right results. But I am confident and I am satisfied as Information Minister that our media is playing a very important role. There are certain adjustments which we are doing it now. As far as the media school is concerned, yes, such forums are very important, I agree. Our government has agreed, SAFMA is a forum which is already working there, and they have this idea of South Asia Free Media Association, Media School. They have created a school, a small school, but now they are getting funding from the government of Pakistan and funding from all governments of the South to create a school for such purposes, where our media should be educated. And the focus of SAFMA is also exactly that what I am speaking of, what you are speaking over here. Partnership of both medias, which I have just learned now. Partnership of both medias, both side media rather, from India and Pakistan is very vital. Yes, I have earlier said it. There is no second opinion without the cooperation and real support, bridged support from both the sides. If we come on the same wavelength, our medias can play a role for softening the societies, for softening the public opinion on both the sides. Because one side support or one side public opinion will not help us properly on both the sides. So partnership is very important. Exchange programs is very vital. Yes, APNS and other forums, they always go there. Our parliamentary forums are there. I have the opportunity and privilege that I am president or chairman of the parliamentary group for India and Pakistan. There is a parliamentary group between India and Pakistan for friendship between India and Pakistan in the parliament. So I head that group. So we are doing our level best at the parliamentary groups, exchange groups, the media exchange groups, the students exchange group, the youth exchange group. The people-to-people contact concept, it should be enhanced much more, and the media, because you have the ability and you have the guts and you have the capability to move without moving, to move your ideas, to move in India and move in Pakistan without taking a step through your own forums. And at the moment, with this modern technology and techniques, now our medias are bridged. Now I can have interaction or information about in Indian media at the same time as the Indian people are looking at it, and Indian people can look on the Pakistani media, whether it's print or electronic, at the same time when it is being looked in the Pakistan. So I pray for that. I assure you, I assure APNS and our friends from the SAARC countries that the government of Pakistan, my party, we are at the end of our term. Hopefully we'll come back. Maybe my senior colleague may not agree with me, but our party and our government will keep on supporting this idea, will keep on supporting media, will keep on supporting such forums for better cooperation between India, Pakistan and rest of the SAARC countries. But as I said, the relation between India and Pakistan, they are the key factors for cooperation between this region. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I congratulate APNS for holding this summit, and I am very thankful for inviting me over here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kaira, for taking the time and addressing this audience, and for sure we look forward to more information exchange across the borders through media, through channels, but the right way, because it also hits the business pretty badly, I guess.
The crux of the minister's speech was peace in the region, and I think that's very welcome from the entire audience. A big hand for Qamar Zaman Kaira, please. I would like to acknowledge the speakers. We would like to acknowledge the speakers. Can I please call upon Mr. Anurag Batra, Chairman and CEO, Exchange for Media Group, to please present a memento to the Honorable Minister, Mr. Qamar Zaman Kaira.